Why does it sometimes feel like we keep attracting the same kind of guys? Not just once, not by accident, but again and again. The ones who say the right words, who know how to sound sincere, who promise closeness, attention, connection. And yet, somehow their actions don't follow. Let me tell you a simple story. One afternoon, a few teenagers were spending time together in a kitchen. They were baking cookies, cinnamon everywhere, flour on the counter. Nothing dramatic, nothing extraordinary. Just one of those quiet moments where people talk more easily because their hands are busy. At some point, one of them opened up. She talked about a boy she had been working with on a school project, someone she trusted, someone she felt close to. A few days earlier, he had told her he liked her. Not joking, not casually. He had said it clearly, and she believed him. Because when someone speaks like that, you assume they mean it, especially when you're 17. The next morning, she opened her phone and saw something that stopped her cold. A photo, on his profile. Another girl, smiling, public, as if nothing had happened, as if her trust had never existed. What hurt her wasn't just the image. It wasn't jealousy. It wasn't even anger. It was something quieter and deeper. The feeling of being replaceable. She explained it simply. She said, "For me, words matter. Even at my age, a word given should mean something." And she was right. At 17, at 30, at 50, a word given is still a word given. Age doesn't change that. Respect does. Then she said something else, something that shifted the whole conversation. She said, "This isn't the first time. It already happened before. It's like I keep attracting the same kind of guys." That's where things got interesting. Because often when we say that, we think we're blaming ourselves. But that's not always what's happening. Sometimes it's not that we choose the wrong people. It's that we are drawn to a certain feeling. Intensity, strong words, fast connection. A sense of closeness that arrives very quickly. Intensity feels powerful. It feels exciting. It feels meaningful. And at first, it can feel like proof. But intensity is not the same thing as reliability. Some people speak before they know what they are actually able to sustain. Not always because they want to hurt. Sometimes because they don't yet know themselves. They feel something in the moment. They say it, and only later realize they can't carry it. When that happens, the confusion often lands on the other person. We start asking ourselves questions. Did I misunderstand? Did I move too fast? Did I expect too much? But feeling hurt does not mean you were wrong. And protecting yourself does not mean you failed. In that moment, she decided to block him. Not out of anger, not to punish, but to breathe. To stop seeing things that made her heart tighten. Blocking, stepping back, creating distance. Sometimes it's not avoidance, it's self-respect. What followed was something many people don't talk about. The shame. The strange feeling that somehow you are the one who did something wrong. That happens because the mind is searching for order, for logic, and it's often easier to turn the doubt inward than to accept that someone else wasn't clear. But being hurt doesn't make you weak, and it doesn't make you guilty. That afternoon, no one tried to fix anything. There were no big conclusions, no advice lists, no solutions. They just stayed together. They kept baking, talking, laughing a little, letting the moment exist. And sometimes that's where healing starts. Not with answers, but with presence, with not being alone, with simple gestures, with words that don't judge. One step at a time.